That's the key point. Now we're trying to reach all those people that do not have a teaching center or a study group close to their cities where they live, and they need to contact us. They need to meet more people that are in the same path. And so the objectives that we have here is to facilitate classes for new seekers and the Chilas o de Ascende Masters, to train new outreach facilitators and decree leaders, to promote social media expansion, and to offer services and vigils for new seekers and the Chilas o de Ascende Masters. So that's really our 4 points that we are working on very diligently. At present, they have about 2,500 friends in Facebook, and they have quite a big mailing list that is growing up, an email mailing list that is growing quite rapidly. And the reason why I think teleconferences has been very successful is because they found that there was a need and they're able to fulfill it. They found that there is a lot of talent in the people involved. There's a lot of gifts that people can do, and they're offering those, like organization, internet skills. There's a lot of things that they were able to do, and so they put it all together, and we have a very strong, committed board that are overseeing the entire projects, and it's actually quite well organized. You can see it right here, a little bit. You can see the organization that we have. We have people that are involved in the internet part of it. We have people that are involved in the scheduling of the product, the programs that we do. There are people that specialize in the events that we're putting together. So it really is a wonderful team of people involved in this project. And I think that's the reason why it has been very, very successful, that a lot of people were united with the same goal, the same vision that we all have. And they actually have a little bit of a guidance for people as to how to connect to the teleconference meetings that we have. And it's really neat, it's really handy, because it goes step by step how to connect, because a lot of people are out there in the boonies somewhere in Uruguay or in Bolivia and little countries up there, and they need to have somebody guide them step by step, and this is kind of like a really handy tool that teaches them how to join us. So I'm going to have Eduardo give you a little bit of the victories of the things that we had done so far, because they are really quite remarkable, being that we are really a community, a virtual community, a virtual family. We're not, different places. Some of the people on the board are in Chicago, in New York, in Canada, in Colombia, so they're all over the place, and yet we are one with the same vision. So Eduardo's going to show us some of the victories that we have had.
Chilas are actively participating in services, giving classes, and taking outreach training classes virtually. They are learning to be presenters of the teachings. Teleconferencia Saint Germain has offered 6 programs for outreach facilitators of around 20 persons in each program. This helped to find talents of some of the participating Chilas. Teleconferencia Saint Germain is now broadcasting Sunday services from Chicago with live translations in Spanish, and from Cali, Colombia, all in Spanish. Through Teleconferencia, Chilas from different countries were able to contact each other to do services, prepare and facilitate classes in our Facilitators Outreach Program for the first time. Through Teleconferencia, Chilas have been able to view the Sunlight House as a worldwide movement in Spanish. Teleconferencia Saint Germain has been helping the Sunlight House to build a virtual community. The Hispanic community became one. There are no barriers with Saint Germain's technology, no time and space. Some Chilas went to the International Youth Retreat because they found out about it through Teleconferencia Saint Germain. Other Chilas were able to participate in SU in different countries because they heard about it in Teleconferencia. The Teleconferencia Saint Germain has the capacity to quickly promote marathon vigils through social media communication, and the response is immediate. Book studies held from the range have been very successful. We just completed Sanat Kumara's book, where over 100 people participated in the study. Presently, we are studying Saint Germain and alchemy, and we have around 70 to 80 connections, but we don't know how many people are connected in each connection. A wonderful virtual journey through South America took place, and it was very successful. This was several weeks program where groups from different countries prepare a presentation to introduce their country to the entire Teleconferencia community. Their history, richness, products, foods, music, flag, the national hymn of each country, and how the teachings enter the countries. This was a heartwarming because it united hearts. It allowed us to appreciate other customs, countries, etc. These programs were recorded recorded for future listening.
And the other important thing is that because we're doing so many things and we need so much help from everybody, that's why we're training people. We're training people to teach the teachings, to explain the teachings, and we also, our little group here at the ranch have been invited to join the board. So we're very excited that this next week we're going to have a meeting with the board to see how we can help, because we at the ranch are part of Teleconferencias San Germain. We have been participating in vigils and decrees. Some of you know that we decree Tuesdays and Thursdays for the last 4.5 years almost. We've been very diligent because our mission is to clean South America for the new children that are going to come for the new age. And that has been our vision. That's what we're really working on, to clean out the area so that the children can come to a clean place. And that has been our motivation and for our commitment that we have been working on so hard. And so we have a couple testimonials from people that have written to us about Teleconferencias San Germain.
Okay, the first one is, Teleconferencia is a powerful link to grow, to engage, to learn, and to participate in decree sessions and prayer vigils. I don't feel alone anymore. I feel I am connected with a church community. This is the community I attend. This is the community I have met Sheilas on the path from different parts of the world to share and to grow together. This is my community. This is another testimony. This is a testimony of a small group who only could see us within the limits of their own small group. And they said, we have a big church. We have people in Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, Chile, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Guatemala, Honduras, Uruguay, Venezuela, Brazil. She joyfully said, we have a big church.
So this is what we wanted to share with you today. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
So Eduardo and Patricia, I want to share a brief story, and then I'd like you to just emphasize a little bit what you think are the real success factors that have made this so popular and to grow so fast. So ponder that for a moment. So in the last few weeks, I talked to Yolanda Betancourt several times. Many of you know Yolanda from New York City, and she travels to South and Central America quite frequently, and she is so sweet. She explained that she started this with, I think, just 6 people in a small group, and she saw the success of it, and it just grew and grew and grew from there. And she said, from the very beginning, the intent is just simply to connect people back with the Summit Lighthouse. So it's something that really is in her heart, to get people connected with the masters, with the organization, and so forth. And they just love it, absolutely love it. So tell us a little bit why, in your personal opinions, you think this program is so successful.
Well, we witnessed when Yolanda invited us, to connect with them on Teleconferencia. We were decreeing already on Kuan Yin's chapel. But many Chilas, in Mexico and Latin America, they live in small towns, and or sometimes cities, and there's no study groups there. So what I witness is that people, the Hispanic community is hungry of the teachings. They want to learn more. They want to be here, of course, but it's very difficult with the dollar and peso, exchange is very difficult, very expensive for them. So by the grace of God that we start joining Teleconferencia, and actually the first, service that we transmitted through Teleconferencia, there were 4 people only, connected, and us in Kuan Yin's. But by the grace of God, I think the inner retreat flows the light, the tube of light here. It's really wonderful to be part of it. But I think the key point is that people really wants to learn more, wants to fulfill their sacred labor, their divine plan, and all this is volunteer work. All Teleconferencias are volunteers, and they just do it joyfully. Give their talents and treasures.
Do you know how many volunteers are engaged with this, by any chance?
Well, we have actually here the committee, subcommittees from Teleconferencia. So we have 3, 6, 9.
I think it's about 12 people, but they all have different roles, and some work a little harder at certain things than others, because everybody has different roles that they do, like the scheduling, the programs, the vigils, the internet connection, all that. So there's kind of like different roles taking place, but they all meet every 2 months or so to kind of program, to plan.
Right.
And the thing is that everybody is willing to prepare something. We have participated in different vigils, like when Halloween comes around, we do a special vigil all day long from 5 o'clock in the morning. It starts in Colombia or it starts in any of the other countries, and we ended up here. We close it here at Montana after everybody has been praying all day. We are the ones who kind of close the whole program. And they appreciate that we participate with them, because that connects them to the Semi-Led House, the Church Universal and Triumphant, and this is their church, this is our church. And so to them, we are reaching out and they are giving back to us with the service and the decrees that they do. I mean, they decree 24 hours practically. Sometimes it's like amazing. And so the other thing that I think that has been very successful is because there was a need. We needed to have something like this where people find a book and start reading, and there is a decree in the back, but they don't know how to decree it. They don't know what's the rhythm. They don't know how you go about the decree. So finding a place like Teleconferencias San Germain is giving them that opportunity to sit down and start decreeing with us. And we have different levels of decreeing, obviously, and we try to do as slow as we can, and we do give a little bit of teachings as we decree. And the thing is, what we started to decree on Thursday evenings, just 1 hour, and then they invited us to join, and so we started Tuesdays, and now we do actually 3 hours of decrees a week with them, and then we do we study the book on Thursdays for 1 hour, so we're actually participating 4 hours a week, the little group here at the ranch, and they really, really appreciate it.
And also, we believe that this can happen, in different languages: Russian, Portuguese, French, etc. We just need to be people, volunteers, committed, to start small and grow up.
I think this is a model that is being built, and for others to follow. And you learn along the way as well. It's not like everything is all set, but as you go along, we're learning quite a few things, and we're really appreciating the fact that everybody's so willing to participate and to do something, and they feel empowered, because people that have been trained to teach the teachings, they get to actually present something, and so they have been empowered to participate at that level, and it has been very, very successful.
And they have a training and vetting system for everybody who leads decrees or teaches anything.
Exactly.
So there's an quality assurance program that everything is done just the way it should be.
I was so impressed myself. I kind of monitor it sometimes. I connect at different times, different hours to see what's happening. And I'm so impressed with the quality of the instructor. I mean, when he actually has people exposed and he tells them like it is, hey, you weren't prepared, and it's like, and the person, yeah, really, I do. And so he's very honest, and he expects quality, and he expects a high level of performance, and he tells people exactly how it is. But it's not offensive, it's just reality. You should have done a little bit better here because blah, 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 but you did very well here. So he has that quality of being able to give the two sides so the person can really understand, I could have done a little bit better. And I was very impressed by that because it was amazing. And the people that were presenting, they had like 5 minutes, like a Toastmasters meeting kind of, 5 minutes, okay, you got 5 minutes to do this. And everybody has the same assignment, but everybody approaches it a little bit different because people put their own personality to it or their own way of explaining or showing things. And even though it's the same assignment, you could see the creativity that people have, and also who prepared well and who really has the vision and who really has the talent. And so you're able to see it, and everybody in the meeting is able to see it, which I think is a great thing because you learn from others. And so it's really, really, to me, it's very exciting. I'm really, really excited about this program.
Great.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Patricia
John.
and Eduardo,
Appreciate it.
and everybody
Thank you.
involved.
Thank you.
Teresa? We can have it in English. That's a request. All right. Jewel? Telephone conference? Is that how it translates, right? Telephone conference for Saint Germain? Mm-hmm. Bridget? Started on the patch? On the phone. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day.